Hi, first graders. We are going to continue working on our penguin project today. We're going to be working with some more lines, some shapes, some patterns. Oh, what else? Lines, shapes, patterns. I think that's about it. And we're going to be working on drawing the penguin today. So I want to talk a little bit about line. Lines are used to make art. You have to draw a line in order to make a shape. You have to draw a line in order to make any type of artwork. So we'll be using lines to draw our penguin and also lines to make our patterns, which brings me to my next word, which is patterns. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys have also learned about patterns already. There are a variety of patterns. You can do patterns with people, you can do patterns with colors, you can do patterns with shapes, and you can make different patterns. So you can have like a pattern that goes circle, square, circle, square, circle, square. Or you could have a pattern that goes circle, square, square, circle, circle, square, square, circle. There's tons and tons of patterns that you could make. So we will be using lines, we will be using patterns, and we will be using a lot of color in the drawing part of our penguin. I will do that demonstration in just a second. All right, so I'm going to show you step by step now how to draw your penguin, and I want you to make sure that you are drawing very large, and I want you to make sure that you start towards the top of the page. So I'm drawing it with crayon. You can draw yours with pencil first. I just want you to be able to see it well. So I'm going to start with a little circle at the top, and then from that circle I'm going to make a diagonal line to the left and a diagonal line to the right, like this, nice and thick. And then I'm going to connect the bottom of those with a horizontal line. Now, going down from that horizontal line, I'm going to make two small vertical lines. And then I am going to start by making the penguin's head, okay? Okay, so now what I'm going to do is start adding the head to the penguin. And what I'm going to do is just connect right here and make a circle that goes not quite halfway down the page. It's actually a little bit more like an oval shape. And go across like this, okay? Now, up in here, it's going to be like the top of a heart. So it's a V shape and then round it up. And then you can decorate your hat how you would like it decorated. Right here, I'm gonna make a circle and another circle that are going to be the eyes. And I can color this in so it looks like there's a highlight in the eye, like that. And I put just kind of a horizontal line underneath it. Now we're ready for the beak, which is a V with a line across the top or an upside down triangle. And then I'm going to begin making the scarf. So it's like a letter C on this side and a backward C on this side. And I can make the scarf look like the hat if I would like to, just like that. And then I'm going to go down like this, and like this, and like this. And I can add some little frilly lines down here. Okay? Now I'm ready to make the body of the penguin, and what I'm going to do is make another circle that's a little bit bigger than the head, and it goes close to the bottom of the paper, but not all the way down. And I'm going to make the sides black, like this. And like this, because the penguin's side should be black. And I'll do the same thing up here. Make a little V shape right there. And then make the sides of the penguin's head a dark black as well. All right, so down at the bottom, I'm going to make a horizontal line this way, a horizontal line that way, another one right above it, and then we're going to turn those into penguin feet. So it looks like a tipped over W. And the last step for drawing is to draw your penguin's wings. Now that could be one going up like this and one going down like this. They could both be going up, they could both be going down. It just depends on what you would like to do. All right, so for this step, you are going to be using chalk pastels. I am making this video from home right now, and all I have is an oil pastel, so what I'm going to do is use that. And just know that you'll be using the chalk. All I'm doing is just making a thick line right along the left-hand side of my penguin's head, as well as the penguin's belly. And on the belly, I'm just going to go a little bit underneath the scarf as well to make it look like a shadow. So it looks like that, and what you're going to do is use one finger, only one finger, to smudge it like this, to make it look like there's a bit of a shadow. And once you're done with that, you can go ahead and start painting the rest of your penguin the way you would like it to look. So these areas will stay white, but you can paint your penguin's hat the way you would like it to look. Maybe you want to do some type of pattern. So maybe I want purple and a different color, and purple again, like this, okay? And maybe I would like to continue that same pattern in my scarf. It's up to you. You're the artist. You can decide how you would like it to look. So as you will see here, I'm just continuing to paint, making sure that I'm taking my time, staying in the lines, and then I am cutting out the penguin, making sure that I'm staying on the lines again, but also not leaving a gap of white paper between the penguin and where I'm cutting. So you're really going to take your time on the cutting so you don't cut any feet off or wings off. And then what you're going to do is glue. Glue the back, just an outline, you don't want puddles, and glue it down onto your background paper. And then you are done with the project.